I know it's Disney's 100th anniversary, and I understand wanting to put Easter eggs into your movie, but Disney is not very subtle when it comes to the Easter eggs in this movie. So, Wish is the 62nd, I believe, animated feature film by Disney Animation Studio. Unbelievable, starting back 100 years ago with Snow White, and here we are now. I forget what year Snow White came out. It could be 100 years ago, but don't worry, there's a lot of Snow White references in this. But the story of Wish, let's talk about that, shall we? The story of Wish here is there is this magical kingdom led by King Magnifico, voiced by the brilliant Chris Pine, and he kind of grants wishes. Like people, when you turn 18, you give him his wish. He puts it away for safekeeping. You don't remember your wish, but he keeps it for safekeeping. And when, once every month, I think the thing is, he grants somebody's wish to have it come true. And this apparently is how this society works, which I think is a little weird and flimsy in some points, and the movie might explore that. But here we have our main character, Asha, voiced by Ariana DeBose. I think that's how you say her last name, who I think has a great voice, great singing voice. And her character is 17. She's on the verge of giving away her wish, but when she is being interviewed to be the apprentice for the king, to kind of learn magic and work under him, she finds out some stuff about him, maybe some not so nice stuff. Then we get our conflict. Then she kind of gets sad, makes a wish upon a star. A star comes down from the heavens and brings a different type of magic, which isn't very good for King Magnifico. He feels very threatened, and then we have everything kind of unravel from that point. And and there's a talking goat. Let's throw that out there too. Everybody loves their talking Disney animals. And if there's two things this movie's going to sell a lot of, it's Valentino the goat and Star the star, because that little thing was pretty cute. Ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's not Baby Yoda cute. Well, it might be Baby Yoda cute. Might be more. Let me know down in the comments below which is cuter. But no, so look, as far as Disney animated films go, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not their best. But it's definitely not their worst. I think there's a lot of good, admirable stuff here. I think the voice cast is really, really good. I think Ariana DeBose, heck of a singing voice. I like her voice in general. I like the character that she plays. Asha, in general, I like so much about this character that I do feel bad that it's in a movie that should have been a little better. And Chris Pine also wasted as a great foil, a great antagonist, slash villain, because at first I kind of see where he was, and he might have a shady background, like a shady past. It's like, ooh, how does that play into things, which we don't touch on. That's not a big spoiler, but it's just not developed as I think he could have been. He could have been an all-timer Disney villain, in my opinion, but a little bit wasted. But he's got a great voice. I think he does great in here. A lot of the side characters, are hit and miss. Big hitting you over the head with Disney references. Like, it's not really a spoiler. I think it's already out there on the internet. But like her best friends, she's got 7 of them. And if you can think of anything in particular that's got 7 people in it, I can't point. Back there, Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, there's some references to those. I'll let you enjoy those. Other nods to like other Disney characters, a lot of name dropping. It was just like, it was so much they kind of crammed in here. I get it for your 100th anniversary, doing cool stuff like that. But it was a little eye-rolly for me at some points. But that's just me. I'm sure other people will get a kick out of it. The songs. Okay, so the songs in this film are not terrible, but they aren't memorable. There's the one big showstopper, which is the My Wish or I Wish. I forget the name of the song. But it's catchy. It's good. You hear it a little bit in the trailer, sung by Ariana DeBose. I think it's a good little sequence. I think it's a great song. Not up there on the levels of a Let It Go or a like Moana song or any of that. It's not on that level for me, but it was still enjoyable. It was still good. And it was the best song of the whole film, in my opinion. And it plays an important role, I think, throughout the film. Definitely at the end. So I liked it for that reason. The animation style, I dug. It did feel like when I saw the trailers, it was a little jarring. Kind of that mix of 3D and 2D. I don't know, and I'm going to use a technical term that I'm sure I'm butchering. I'm sure my animation friends will correct me and leave that in the comments there. But some rotoscoping? No, maybe not rotoscoping, but there's something they did that kind of mixed and matched that 2D and the 3D to where it did take maybe a minute for your eyes and your brain to kind of adjust to that style. And I like the style at the end of the day. I thought it worked for this movie stylistically. And it added to this storybook-esque way and world that they built, from beginning to end. They, bookend it in a certain way. You get that reference if you see it. So it made sense for what they were trying to do. They just don't hit all the spots I think they could have. The talking animal thing felt a little unnecessary. I feel like the message a little all over the place. They definitely got their version of what they think it means, but I don't know. It just felt a little uneven in their, not messaging, but just in where I feel like they wanted the actual message to be like, what is the point of the movie? And they're like, well, it's this wishy-washy, could go either way, up to interpretation thing, which is fine. Up to interpretation is fine and perfect. But I just felt for this, it just felt like, I don't know if that's how that works. What you're trying to say, like even the mechanics and the rule set in this world, I don't know if they 100% nailed that. So that's just a me thing. Again, especially after seeing this film one time, it was enjoyable to a point. I didn't hate it. Everybody I went and saw it with seemed to like it, other than my dad, who thought it was too many songs. But granted, that's a him thing. But yeah, I don't think you would waste your time seeing this in theaters. And I know people will probably criticize it for being too, not woke, but I don't know. People got a problem with the diverse Disney agenda. Like, let's just stop with that. Look, I think all the stuff they did in this, in terms of making it diverse or woke, like, it's fine. Like, it works. It's nothing wrong with it. I like that they were kind of changing things up and not making it the typical, white princess, damsel in distress, has to be saved. I like that it was an independent woman of color who, is still figuring out her lot in the world and all that stuff. That part there, I don't think people should have a problem with. I'm sorry, you shouldn't. So, whatever. I'll get off that that soapbox. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give Wish a B-. It is definitely got some good stuff in it. Definitely got a lot of stuff I think it could have done better. But what do y'all think? Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. I'm sure everybody's going to have a hot take on this if you even bothered to see it. I'm sure there'll be people who didn't see it who want to complain about it before they have seen more than 5 minutes of this movie outside of a trailer. So, yep. So if you guys could please hit that like button, subscribe button, little bell notification to be notified whenever I drop new videos. It would be greatly appreciated. And until the next review, guys, I'll be seeing you.